what's going on, guys? Right here. Today we are in downtown Kenosha, and this looks a lot different than the other day, where it was all foggy and overcast and crappy. So we are back in downtown Kenosha, and I'm going to show you a couple things. So this video is titled 10 Years in the Making, and it has definitely been 10 years in the making of this wedding. If you're watching this video, this is Friday, the day before my wedding, and I couldn't be more excited. So I'm going to show you guys a quick little route that we took for our bachelor and bachelorette party. That's right, we had a co-ed party, and it was still such a blast. So first, we started at Mike's Sports Book, connected to Mike's Donuts and Chicken, if you recognize that video. I'll pop the link up in the up in this video. But yeah, we started there, pre-gamed a little bit, had dinner, and then we walked our buzzed. I would say another word, but I don't want to be YouTube struck. So we walked from Mike's Sports Bar, Sports Book, Chicken and Donuts. Let me see if I could just kind of show you. We walked all the way down to the end there, to this hotel, the Wyndham or something. Yeah, something or another. Wyndham. And we saw we went to a comedy club, saw two comedians. It was so much fun. Had more drinks there. And then after that, we bar hopped after that. We went to a few different bars, and just had such a good time. And I normally don't go out and drink, so for me to actually go out and have people babysit me, it was a good time. Yeah, we went to the Wyndham Garden here. They have like comedy shows, I think, every Saturday or something like that. And then we wound up right here at Captain Mike's bar right there. I'm actually going to turn around because now we're going to go to the harbor. But yeah, like I was saying, like, I'm always the one babysitting my fiance whenever there's a family function, or, you know, whenever drinks are involved and, you know, we need a designated driver. I always kind of say, all right, you have your fun and I'll babysit you. But finally I was able to be babysat myself, and so I just let it all hang out. I had a good old time. He had the Tartaruga helmet. Right on. But yeah, this is beautiful downtown Kenosha at the harbor, at the lighthouse. But I'm bringing you guys to our wedding venue, and if you've seen earlier this week's video, if you've seen the video earlier this week, it was rainy, it was crappy. It's beautiful out today, so we're definitely going to hit that up so I can actually walk around and show you guys where it's all going down. So while I'm at it, I'm also going to tell you guys my little love story. What happened that I met the love of my life, and how it happened. So guys, right after high school, I moved 2 states away to South Dakota. That's actually 1 state away, I don't know, depending on how you look at it. But I moved out to South Dakota right after high school, right after I graduated. I moved out to South Dakota for a girl. I thought I was in love. I thought it was going to be peaches and cream, and after she graduated, we were going to move back to Wisconsin, and she was going to go to school and everything. And things just don't work out the way you always plan. And sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, and that was a monster bump. Just like in this instance, this was a total blessing in disguise. But so we were together for about 1.5 years, and I thought, you know, everything was going fine, and she dumped me. So, you know, a heartbroken Ray had to come back to Wisconsin with his tail tucked between his legs. Oh my God, these bumps. So I had to come back to Wisconsin, and you know, I had no intentions whatsoever, no intentions of know, finding anything, getting into a new relationship. You know, I just wanted to, you know, be single for a while and just kind of do my own thing and have fun. But I was literally in Wisconsin for a week or two, I think just a week, because I went to work with my uncle at his painting business. So I was home for a week, and my buddy, you know, this is back when like AOL Instant Messenger was like the cool thing to do. So, and I was like 20 at the time, but oh my god, these bumps are insane. But you know, I was 20 years old, you know, my buddy, it's like 10:30 at night, my buddy's like, hey man, you know, I need you to kind of be my wingman. I'm going to meet up with an old friend of mine who I used to date back in, you know, like back in grade school or whatever, like freshman in high school. So I'm like, all right man, yeah, that's cool. You know, I'll come along. So we get in his car, we go down, and you know, he's like, man, you might remember her, you know, when you were dating Alyssa, you know, it was her friend and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no idea. So we get to her house, and being the friend or gentleman that I think I am, I got up out of the front seat and I got in the back seat because, you know, the other part of it, you know, he's trying to spark up, you know, he's trying to spark up something with this girl. And I'm like, you know, I'll let them have the front seat and I'll just be the third wheel. Well, she gets in the car. Well, as she's walking out of the house, it was one of those moments where it's like, you know, the prom queen coming down from the stairs, and you're just like, oh my god. And I remember just thinking like what? Like, she was your girlfriend back in the day? All right, so I'm gonna take a little break from the story and show you guys again the venue where we're gonna be. Actually, maybe I might be able to go inside. I don't know. We'll see. All right, but now this is what the lakefront is supposed to look like. How's it going? Thank you. All right, guys, so this is what the lakefront is supposed to look like. Beautiful, sunny, blue water, no fog. Oh, just beautiful. Calm waters, calm seas. Seas. It was like a big sea. All right, guys, so this is it. So we're planning on actually getting married on the beach, on the sand out here, right in front of the beautiful Lake Michigan. And then here is the actual venue. Now this is old. This is, like I said in the other video, it was built in like the late 1800s. And if I find some more info, I'll put it up here. But yeah, we had my brother's reception here, and it was just such a good time. You know, all the kids were out here playing in the water, playing on the beach. You know, everybody else was, you know, just scattered around. You could be inside dancing, having fun. You could be outside socializing. And it's looking like it's going to be a super hot day when the Saturday for our wedding. It's looking like it's going to be a super hot day, like in the 80s or high 80s, maybe mid 90s. Possible thunderstorms, but hopefully not. But this is the place. And then with all these flat rocks, people like make these rock mounds. And last year there were like a bunch down there, but let's kind of do some of our own here. There we go. This will be Ray Ray's little monument. See if it's still here this weekend. Now I'm a little winded from all the walking. Oh man. And again, you guys are all invited to this. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but you're all invited virtually. Man, I tell you, whenever I pass like a little child, I always just pull in the clutch and just coast by, because you know, there's been plenty of times where I've been out walking my kid when he was like an infant or child, and you know, motorcycle comes rolling by and just, you know, roars by, and it's like, man, you know, it's kind of a dick move. Oh man, I swear, if Man, I swear, if there was just a road that just went along Lake Michigan, oh, I would be in love. It would almost be like, what is it in California, the Gold Coast or whatever, where it's got that that road that just goes along the ocean. Man, that would be awesome. But this is what we've got here in the Midwest, Lake Michigan and the Kenosha Harbor to enjoy. All right, guys, so let me continue my little story here. So she comes down, or she comes out the door, and she's just beautiful. And I was just in shock, really. I'm like, you dated her? I didn't say that out loud, you know, but yeah, I was just thinking like, oh my God, how did you get that? But of course, turns out it was just a little grade school fling. Oh my God, this is crazy. They got patches of just gravel. Oh my gosh. All right, so she gets in the car, and yeah, I didn't really say anything because being an awkward third wheel, and we start to drive away, and you know, my buddy's like, hey, this is my friend Ray in the back, and I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? And she turns around, she looks at me dead in the eyes and says, oh, you're the asshole who broke up with my best friend. And I was just like, oh man. But then she's like, it's okay, we don't really talk that much anymore. So I was like, cool. But from that moment on, it's like, we just started clicking. And, you know, coming from this relationship where, you know, I got dumped, I had to move back home, you know, I didn't want to be in any kind of relationship, but I don't know, fate had its own wheels turning, and it had its own thing in store for me. And then the funny story about all this was, back in, you know, grade school or high school or whatever, when I did date her best friend, we started talking about it and thinking back, and I remember her like being kind of with her friend, you know, hanging out and stuff. You know, I'm like, I remember you actually, and she's like, I remember you too. I don't, what do you call that? Is that called serendipity? I don't know. Oh man, look at all these monuments down here. That big old church right there. Dang. Bomb. But I'm gonna try to live stream this thing at different points, you know, jump in, say hi to you guys. But it should be an awesome time. It should be a lot of fun. So on Saturday evening, if you have time, stop by the channel, say hi, give us some well wishes. You know, if you've been married for a while, give us some tips on you know, on what you and your wife has done to make your marriage work, or you and your husband to make your relationship and marriage, you know, feel fresh and be successful. So until the next video, guys, get out here and ride. I love you guys. I'm gonna be a married man, and I couldn't be more excited. Ride safe out here, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.